Alright, so we have a dirty 30 in the shop. Unfortunately, he had a bit of a head issue and looks like one of the valves set a load in the piston. So I'm pulling out this whole engine. And for starters, I'm dropping in a 2.8 single Vanus, and then we're going to turbocharge her. Eventually we're going to be fitting E46 M3 front suspension, Bmw Z4 rear suspension and subframe, upgrading the whole lot, because this is an absolutely beautiful car and it's going to be an absolute rocket when it's done. You! Wednesdays, happy hump day people. So a little Spitfire is about to go in the back of the Bocky and get brought over, get shot blasted. The E30 that came in last night now sits like this. Yeah, we don't hang around. So now she's ready to get pulled outside, engine bay degreased, and then going to strip all the engine bay because it's going to be resprayed. I don't want a half-arse job, it's going to be a proper job done on it. I like to take the wings and the bonnet and front clip off when I'm doing any work on an engine, stops any damage. But while the wings and the bonnet are off, they're actually going to be going off and getting resprayed. So by the time this conversion is done, all the paintwork will be done. Job's a good one. So this is actually one of those rare BMW engines. So the valves actually aren't fitted in the head, they're fitted in the piston. Righto, little E30 update. So yesterday, ground all the chassis rails, exposed all the bare metal where all the wax was coming off due to the brake fluid running down this side and battery acid running down this side. Plug straight in here, so it'll look like it's straight out of BMW factory. About half an hour, so I'm going to probably start to work on the new wiring loom. So I'm going to take the wiring harness from the new engine, remove everything I don't want, and splice it into the E30 wiring harness. And eventually it'll... Alright, Fridays. So, I'm going to reseal the chassis legs today. I'm going to finish modifying the Renault brake servo to fit. I have to do that because the original brake servo doesn't fit with the newer, bigger engine I'm putting in. I'm also collecting a new engine. Just after finishing removing the battery tray, the rusty battery tray from the E30. As you can see, it's a little bit holy. And BMW used, give or take, 6,000 spot welds putting this thing in. Nightmare getting it out. But you can still get this item new from BMW. I already ordered one, so I'm just waiting for the new one and spot weld it back in, and then we're ready to spray the bay. So just got the chassis of the little Triumph Spitfire back from powder coating. Oh yeah, and got all the control arms and everything done. And I also got the subframe for the E30 powder coated. So that's going to go in, it's going to look beautiful. Very happy. Okay, so that's the E30 bay all prepped. Ready for the new tray to be welded in and then final paint. And here's the little Datsun engine, all painted up. Alright, Friday update. So little E30 now sits with her chassis legs all redone. They were back to metal, so we had to acid edge prime them. The battery tray should be in now Tuesday, which means the bay can then be sprayed, followed by the engine built.